Ever wondered why so many people start freelancing but end up quitting in just 30 days? It's not because freelancing doesn't work, it's because they approach it the wrong way. In this video today, I am breaking down 15 most common reasons why people fail at freelancing with step-by-step solutions that you can actually implement. Let's make sure you don't repeat these mistakes. So the very first reason is imposter syndrome. You need to understand and recognize clients pay for solutions, not for your years of experience. Yes, experience does matter, but that doesn't mean that people don't pay beginners. You need to understand that your first project doesn't need to be perfect. It can never be perfect. It just needs to solve the client's problem. You can offer 1 to 2 discounted price offers to get the testimonies. Ensure it's not free. At least you are charging less because it will build your confidence. If you have ever felt the same, let me know in the comments below. The second most common reason is perfection paralysis. You need to be aware of the fact that perfection is a procrastination in disguise. Did you know Apple launched the first iPhone without basic features like copy paste? They improved it later. You need to create minimum viable portfolio. It can be as simple as having 2 samples plus one pitch deck. That could be of 1 or 2 pages depending upon how much you can do. And you can start outreaching. Third reason is fear of rejection. You need to be aware that rejection is of the proposal, of the offer, not your rejection. You don't need to take it as a personal insult. Did you know most of the successful freelancers faced dozens of no before they got their first yes? Higher the number of leads, higher the number of clients you will be having. So you need to set the daily outreach goal. It could be 20 messages a day, it could be 50 outreaches a day, depending upon how much you can manage. And please celebrate every win, because if you will not celebrate your small achievements, wins, you will burn out. The fourth reason is fear of failure or judgment. You need to be aware of the fact that your friends or relatives or opinions are not going to pay your bills. Freelancing is now a $1.5 trillion industry worldwide. It's a legit career path. You just simply write down your why on a sticky note and stick it in front of you or maybe on your laptop, so that every time you feel like giving up or you have this fear of judgment, you can just look at it and you can get that drive. Fifth reason is lack of clarity on motivation. You need to be aware of the fact that earning money is not enough. You need to have emotional reason connected to it. There is a research that shows people with clear goals are 42% more likely to succeed. You can simply note down what you will do with first 50,000 of your income so that it emotionally feels you when you don't feel motivated. The sixth reason is no time management system. You need to understand without a fixed schedule, freelancing will get pushed aside. Did you know studies show that time blocking boosts productivity by up to 80%? You need to block 2 hours a day for outreach, or it could be for skill practice. You can set these slots in the early morning or late night, whatever works for you. Now the seventh reason is most common reason that I've heard from people around me. That is unrealistic expectations. You need to understand and realize that freelancing, it's a long-term game. It's a marathon, not a 2 week side hustle that you build automations and you don't even need to look at it. And studies show that most freelancers take at least 3 to 6 months to land consistent work. You could set just simply 90-day plan where you will be spending first 30 days learning, next 30 days outreaching, then final 30 days in delivering and getting the testimonies. Now the eighth reason comes, that is shiny object syndrome. You need to aware that you cannot hop onto other skills like every 2 weeks. Deep focus on one skill will compound results for you, but constant hopping onto other things will never be able to give you the desired results. You can write this down on maybe some paper and stick it in front of you on your work desk, maybe, that you will not switch before 90 days. You will focus on one thing and you will work on it until you start seeing some visible results. Now next comes my most favorite reason, that is wrong skill selection. You need to understand not every skill has an equal ROI. Not one trending skill can work for all the people out there. You need to choose a skill depending upon your personality, your interest, your financial goals, your needs and requirements. I'll link the video below in the description that will help you choose the best skill for yourself if you haven't already, or if you have chose a couple of skills but if you still doesn't feel aligned with one thing. Now the action that you have to take here is research skills on Upwork or Fiverr and pick the one with high demand plus good pay range, and it should also align with what your interest and personality are. Next comes no defined niche or audience. You cannot cater every single person out there. You need to be specific with whom you want to cater to and what sort of services you want to provide to. Did you know niche freelancers charge up to 3x more than generalists because they are seen as experts? So here is the action involved. You need to pick one, work on it, get the expertise and deliver. You'll be seen as expert in the market in next few months. The 11th is weak offer or a bad communication. You need to be aware of the fact that you cannot have random conversation or you cannot randomly approach with some random offer. You need to be very much specific with your choice of words, with the choice of deliverables that you combine into one thing to make it a complete offer, because clients buy outcomes, not tasks. A benefit driven offer will get you more quality clients. Here is the action for you. Rewrite your offer to highlight the client's end result, not your service list. Next comes inconsistent outreach. 5 random DMs won't get you dream clients. It's a volume plus consistency game. Data shows response rates improve after 50 to 100 attempts due to better messaging and luck factor. So you need to be very much consistent with your outreach. You could maybe manage some sort of a Google sheet where you can track how many outreaches did it take you to get your first client and how many closing calls or discovery calls or sort of sales call help you get your first 5 clients or close your first 5 clients. Third reason comes no support system or slash no accountability. You need to be aware without accountability, self doubt creeps faster. People in mastermind groups achieve goals 76% more often. This is what the studies show. You could maybe join a freelance community, you may connect with like minded people. Next is burnout. If you will try to do every single thing on every single day, you will easily burn out. You need to batch your task. On one day, maybe you are focusing on outreaching. On another day, maybe you are working on deliveries. On the following day, you are working on closing clients, so on and so forth. The fifth reason comes not tracking your progress. What you can't track, what you can't measure, you can't improve. So it's very important for you to track every single win of yours, every single task that you perform, so that you're able to measure the numbers, and when you have to scale, you can do it accordingly. Most people fail not because freelancing doesn't work, but because they don't have awareness, proof, and action in place for these 15 areas. Now you have a step by step roadmap, clarity of mindset, a time management system, and a skill strategy, and a way to measure growth. If you are still watching and have made it to the end of this video, I honestly appreciate more than you know. And it tells me that this video was worth your time. That really motivates me to keep creating more content like this. I've recently started creating content on the YouTube. This is probably my 13th, 14th video. I really want you to help me in shaping where this channel goes next. So here are a few things that I would love for you to do. Please let me know in comments what's the most relatable thing that you find in this video. What do you think I can improve in my upcoming videos, and what topics you want me to cover in my upcoming videos, which you feel will be very much helpful for you. I read every single comment because your feedback is how I'll get better and create more of the content that will be helpful for you. And even if you were able to take away a single thing from this video, hit like, subscribe my channel, and share this video or this channel with your friends whom you think this sort of content will be helpful. And the most important part, don't forget to turn on the notifications so that whenever I post, you don't miss out on anything. We are just getting started, and I would love you to be part of my journey from day one. Let's grow together. Let's build together. Let's help each other grow. Thanks again for watching till the very end. It really means a world to me. Alright, I'll see you in my next one. Take care. Keep growing.